Hello, Atomy Philippines. How is everyone doing over there? It's so nice to be invited to be a part of your Success Academy. And I don't know if you know me, but my name is Rebecca Wong, Star Master from Vancouver, Canada. I'm so excited, and it's always a privilege to be asked to be sharing my stories to you and hoping to inspire you. I have started Atomy for, just a couple of years, and nobody expected this whole situation that a pandemic can actually stop the whole world. And even though this happened, I'm not able to travel there to see you, personally, but this is also an amazing opportunity because it saves us a lot of time. We can be in our house, we can relax and just learn, because the key is for us to learn. And learning together is the best way to learn. So for myself, I actually have a lot of Philippine leaders, so I feel very connected to you. This is something I'm learning, the culture of Philippines, and you guys are so warm, so full of energy, and you love to laugh and love to get together and love to party. So this is something I'm, experiencing your culture every single day here in Canada with the Philippine members that I have and the leaders that I have. So this is something exciting for myself. And for now, I think you guys have this platform. Everything is online. Again, I don't know when it's going to go away. People think that it's only here, the pandemic is only here for 3 months, 6 months, but now we've dragged it to at least 8 months or more, depending on where you are in the world. So this could be a norm. Online shopping is our platform, a norm to online shop. So we have adapted to something that we never imagined that we will be doing. Last year, 2019, our world is turned upside down because of the pandemic. So I wish you guys good health. I wish you are doing well. And I wish you guys, the family are not struggling too much with this pandemic. Today, I'm sharing with you my story, and I want you to take this opportunity to learn more about Atomy, because Atomy has provided us a beautiful platform, a platform that is truly there for consumer success. I'm standing here as a proof for you, so you can see there is possibility for you to be successful as well. And success is not only financially. Success is mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. And Atomy has given me all of that. There's so much growth in the last 5 years. So what you're going to hear today, there's many speakers sharing their stories. There's many things that is engaged in the Success Academy for your success. And this time, we are, very thankful at the same time. Hopefully, you're not too fearful of the future. And we never know what's going to happen. So let's take matters into our own hands. Let's give Atomy an opportunity. This online shopping mall concept is a free opportunity. Free. Something free. And I'm standing here making more money. I'm healthier. I'm happier. And hopefully I'm prettier. All this is because of Atomy. If Atomy didn't come into my life 5 years ago as an esthetician, as a hairstylist, as a beautician, my world would have stopped, because I see the people who are hairstylists right now are struggling so much in that field and that industry. And I left it 5 years ago. So what's going to happen to you is up to you and the commitment that you will have for your future. So because of Atomy, my life is so much better now. I don't have to go anywhere to line up. I'm shopping online. Everything's been delivered to my house, and I'm earning all at the same time. So I don't know for myself how convenient it is with the pandemic here. And this is something that I never expected. Saving time. Everything has shrunk because of the pandemic. Also time. So what we make use of is our time. What we do with our time is going to indicate our future. So this time is for you to control. So let me begin by telling you a little bit about myself and my journey. I'm actually an esthetician since 1992. And for myself, everything about beauty I love. And it's not just about external beauty, but internally as well. So my whole journey of my career is to gain that kind of wisdom and that kind of knowledge. And when I first met Atomy, it really blew me away. I've never used any products as good as Atomy. Since as an esthetician, I always had sensitive skin, always. And no product that I know was able to correct what I was dealing with. And now I don't have any issues at all. So when you bump into a product like that, what do you think my first initial thought is? It's like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing that I've ever used. And so I have to ask myself the question, who's gonna want this product? And my answer was everyone, because the price is so amazing. And that's how the beginning of Atomy started. I committed myself 5 years to share Atomy. And whatever comes out of 5 years, I don't care. I'm just going to keep going and I will not quit. And I think that is why I am standing here today, because it is my 5 years. I started in 2015, January. I knew nothing about network business. I knew nothing about this industry. And for me, the first month, I was watching CEO's video, our founder's video, because I want to know our founder. I want to know the heart of this company and to partner up with a company that is trustworthy, credible, honest, integrity, and I found it. I stayed up till 4 a.m. because I'm so excited, my heart. I'm so full of excitement that I wasn't even able to go to sleep. So my thing was watching CEO's video again and again and again until I really understood what this company was about. And after that, in the first month also, I wrote my life scenario. I didn't even know what life scenario was. I just saw it on the computer and I go, oh, this is great because I want to know what my life will be like, 5 years from now. So all that happened without knowing what to expect in Atomy's journey. And so for myself, it was very, I guess, just trusting, having the faith that this company is exactly what I want. And to share this for 5 years, it's like, you go to school for 5 years, but you come out, what do? You end up, at the bottom of your career, trying to climb your way up. And I just took Atomy as a school. I call it Atomy University. So I'm taking a course. So during this 5 years, I just keep growing myself. There is no challenges because all these challenges are just, what we call obstacles that usually, stops us on our path. And these obstacles, they're opportunities, If you can pass the obstacles, doors will open for you. So everything that I think was an obstacle was just opportunities for me to grow. And so in the 5 years, my growth was very, very tremendous, not just, in a financial aspect, but also who I've become has become a growth that the universe cannot teach me. So the real world is the best school you can have. And that was my greatest joy in Atomy, is the fact that, we get more than what we ask for. When we first start joining Atomy, of course, everyone wants the financial freedom. That's the thing that attracted us. And of course, we love the product and we love the pricing and, everything about Atomy we love. But a lot of people are afraid to share. We don't want to share because we're afraid to fail and we're afraid of what people think about us. If we keep being afraid, you cannot share Atomy because fear is the opposite of love and love is Atomy. So if you need to make Atomy work, you must love Atomy and you must share. And what we do is we just share what we love. We don't share what we don't love, right? So whatever we love, we just share. And whatever comes back to you, honestly, you don't know. You don't know who's going to say yes, who's going to say no. That I didn't know, right? But I just keep sharing. Do you think all my friends said yes to me when I shared Atomy? No, that's unrealistic. Up to now, they still question. They see my success, but they still question. They still don't use. So don't think that everyone will say yes. And the thing is, those who say yes, like myself, my friend just shared with me. She's not really in the Atomy business, but she shared with me. And that's where I knew about Atomy. And whatever happened was my decision. And you have to trust other people will see that for themselves too. But the only thing, the responsibility that I have is just to continually to share Atomy. And so 5 years before I started, this company was only 6 countries. And now you guys have 16 countries. 6 countries. Do you know how challenging that was for us in the beginning? Even Atomy Canada was a very small, staff. There was only like 2 people. Who's setting up all the one-day seminars at Success Academy? Us. All the Atomy members are here to contribute to the Atomy Canada staff. And the funny thing is, I even asked my kid and my son and his friends to come and do reception. That's the beginning of Atomy journey. You are so lucky now that you have everything set up for you. Every country that's available for you. You don't have to do all that grunt work that we used to do in the beginning. But did I see that as an obstacle or a challenge? No, I didn't. Because I knew, looking at all the successful people, that I will be there one day. And I hope you see it for yourself, that you will also be there one day. It's just a matter of us willing to change our beliefs, willing to open up our mind and our hearts, and just look at Atomy for what it is, not what you think it is, but what it truly is. And when you follow that process and you follow moving towards what Atomy is providing for you, your life is going to change tremendously. And success doesn't come to you. You need to embody success within. And then everything around you is going to show success to you. But that is what Atomy will do. The platform is ginormous. You just need to go and try it out. Commit to it. Be determined, willing to change. Because if we are stuck in our old ways, old thinking, old mindset, nothing's going to change for you. So just to give you a little insight about myself, because I was saying, not a lot of people know my dreams. People only look at me as an esthetician, someone who's very positive, and, I don't really need Atomy. Honestly, Atomy is something that came into my life that I thought was such a beautiful company that I want to be a part of, to become, part of the change. And this platform of Atomy is really a movement, and that's why I'm so passionate in sharing Atomy. And my dream was to open a big school here in Canada. What does this school embody? Beauty inside and out. So this school is going to cost me millions just to run it, because I need staffing, I need to pay for rent. It's going to be a big building because I need lots of rooms for different workshops. When you're looking at someone's balanced life, it's not just financial freedom. You need to be mentally healthy, physically healthy, emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy, and financially healthy. To be beautiful, you need all. You don't need 1 or 2 or 4. You need all. So Atomy give you that. Right now, I don't have any staff. Yes, I do have a center. All my partners who are there, I don't pay them. Look at all the savings that I got, but yet I am making the income that I would never dream of making, even if I created a school like the one I dreamt of. I would be so stressed out. I might not even have that income that I have now. And that's reality for you, So if you look at it, you don't know what's going to happen. Just like our pandemic right now. Did anybody predict it, the pandemic? I don't think anybody can. One tiny virus can stop the whole world. The whole world, everybody froze. What we knew changed. What we're used to, we cannot do. So this pandemic has created such a turmoil Everything is flipped upside down. But yet in Atomy world, the pandemic, we've been growing still. I'm sure in your country, it's gonna be the same. Atomy is growing in leaps and bounds. Why? Because it is the future. Anything that we are doing now, doesn't matter if we're in recession, in a pandemic, we are still growing strong. This you have to see. You have to see it for yourself, okay? I didn't believe that this can happen because when the pandemic came, we were all a little bit fearful. But again, in Atomy, it's not about fear, it's about love. Just continue loving, continue sharing. When people know Atomy, they're going to be just as passionate as the ones that are passionate. And we are not passionate because it's our personal benefit. We're passionate because we see that this company is a platform that's giving us so much more. Which means now, if you look at the stats, at the end of 2019, we are a 1.3 billion US dollars in sales, and we have 10 million members globally. That's strength. And this number is going to grow in 2020, and you will see it next year. So it's rather, you wait and keep looking, or the company is just going to keep moving. The company is going to be successful with or without you. So, make your decision to share Atomy. Because what's happening now, you're going to see that whatever you choose, 5 years later, look at it. Look at your life 5 years later. If you don't make any change, what will you have? But if you try Atomy for 5 years like what I did, I live a completely different life. So I hope you really take all this, what I'm saying, to your heart. Because what we believe is actually what we live out. You just have to change your belief. For me, I just follow the faith. I just have faith that this company will do what I want for my future. And with this income, I don't have to worry about my kids' future too, because apparently AI is coming in, and I don't know if my kids are going to have a career or not. They're in university, graduating, but I don't know what's going to happen. And that is a struggle for most generations moving forward. If you want to take care of your family, again, just share Atomy. Atomy is a beautiful company you just don't know. And just to finish up, because I made the choice, we all started not knowing Atomy. Study. Go and learn as much as you can. You can only convince yourself. I'm only here to open the door. I cannot convince you. But I did the work, and here I am. So for you, go and fill out your life scenario. Figure out what kind of life you want. The only way to know your own life is to look at it from the top down. Don't look at it from here because it's very, very hard to look up. But look from the top down. Find out what kind of life you want and work from there. And then it's easier to make choices. Every single day we make thousands of choices. And those choices should be in alignment with what you see yourself. My success is only my journey. Is that even possible? I think when we think too much about our ability, then we forget to appreciate those around us. So Atomy is all about network. Everyone that is here in your Atomy world, they are a part of you. We must see that because all over the world, there's so many people, yet every person is unique. Every single person, like myself, I don't think you will find another Rebecca all over the world in 7.3 billion, 7 point however many billion of people. There's only one Rebecca. And Atomy is bringing every individual together. So in your group, in your dynamic, it's unique to you. So what I have in my dynamic is unique to me because the people that surrounds me is unique. But every single person has like a piece of a puzzle to the big picture. And without that piece, you cannot see the picture. When you're working in Atomy and sharing Atomy, your partners are vital to your success. It's beyond, what you think your partners can do for you. But what we must do as a team, We must learn to respect one another's uniqueness, respect each other's positions and each other's personalities and how we live and all these things, because we don't know what challenges they have. And to judge it with our perception is unfair for our partners. And I know as long as we love, that is the bond we have, the love that binds every single person as an Atomian. For me, respect is very important. Acceptance, understanding, patience, okay? And also care for them, help them, support them, guide them. Be a part of that engine. Everything that you give out, it's going to come back to you. You know, I tell my partners one thing, and I feel this very strongly, because most of us, we share and we calculate how to share, and we already calculated, if I share to you, what would you respond? Well, how will you respond? Will you say yes or no? So there's a lot of expectations. And when we use our brain to share, it's calculated. So it's like 1 to 1. Atomy, you must use your heart to share. Because when we use our heart, everything comes back tenfold. You don't know when and how, in what form, but it will always come back to you, because it's the heart that bonds us all. Without the heart, you're just calculating. And that success is very, very limiting. If you want abundance in your life, the abundance needs to be opened up. Okay? So what our brain thinks is only hindsight. What we know is only hindsight. If you are already successful, yes, then continue doing what you're doing. But if you're seeking success, then you can't use your hindsight to create something new. And the best is to drop all that, what we think in our brains, but use our heart to continually build with your partners. And those partners will grow and shine and be very, they're vital to your success. And this is the thing I love about Atomy, that we are actually connecting people globally. I have people in all over the world, and I would not have that relationship with them if it wasn't for Atomy. I've been to, I think, all the opening countries except Russia. So that is the one place I must go. Once the pandemic is over and we're able to fly again, that will be one of my goals and my destination to go. And yes, I do have some consumers there, even though I'm not there. And that's the beauty of Atomy. The one thing that we must know is that motivation and inspiration are different. When you're motivated, it doesn't last you long. Just like you're motivated to go to the gym, it's not going to carry you forever. But if you're inspired, what does that mean? I don't know if you heard of the quote, "A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle." That is my favorite quote, because that refers to the flame that is lit in our hearts. And when we inspire someone, that's all we're doing. We're just lighting their candle, the flame that is in their heart. That's why it's so important to share with our hearts. And when their flame is burning and burning bright, they're inspired. And did I lose anything? I lost nothing. And so the quote, "A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle," is how we all should live in Atomy. I remember in the beginning, I was so passionate about sharing Atomy. Everything I learned, I just wanted to tell everyone, whoever's willing to listen. And so in the first 3 months, I literally got laryngitis. I lost my voice. I couldn't speak. Nothing can come out of my mouth. And that time, Atomy Canada wanted me to do a testimony for one of our one-day seminars. And of course, I could not speak that day. And I wrote what I wanted to say, and my husband, Ming Ayu, he was the one who represented me. And in my speech, I wrote, "A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle." But I didn't tell him my interpretation of that quote. And he said it during the testimony, and he quoted that quote. And then he make reference to the Olympic torch, because during then it was the Olympics. So he said, yes, it's like the Olympic torch. They run to the next country and then they light the torch from another country and carrying it forward. And that is also a beautiful metaphor for Atomy. We constantly keep opening countries and lighting the torch there. And everywhere we go, we're lighting the torch in that country. So look at Atomy, look at the growth. I really, really want to encourage you guys to, find your purpose in Atomy. In life, we must have a purpose. Everything we do is purposeful. And when something is not going our way, who do we blame? Someone else. But truly, it's us. So when we are here, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you are not happy, what do you change? You can't make the mirror smile. You first have to smile. So whatever you see that is not right, that is reflecting back to you, you need to change yourself. And that will reflect in the outside world. So for myself, my journey, I've always accepted change, because change is the only thing that is constant. You don't want to be stagnant. Change is inevitable. So by changing, you're going to feel more, evolving. It's a part of evolution. And for myself, in Atomy's journey, I made so many changes within me. I need to become the Atomy, the Atomian, the Royal Swan. That change for myself took a lot of effort, a lot of awareness, a lot of focus, because I follow what our CEO, Mr. Hangil Park, is showing us how to live a balanced life. A balanced life is mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. This is a balanced life. So even though, let's say, you make so much money, but if your emotion is constantly reacting and you're constantly unhappy, you're not going to be very happy with all the millions. And if mentally you have so many stress, you're unrested, you're worried, and all these things that comes through your mental state, that is not a balanced life either, and that is not success as well. And for our body, of course, Atomy gave us the very best products, so our physical body is taken care of. All these things can only be done if we are spiritually evolving as well. So when we talk about a balanced life, the change first happens within ourselves, the one who's looking in the mirror. Do not correct the mirror. Do not try to make the mirror smile. You first smile. If something you're dealing with, figure out yourself. Go inwards and look at what it is that's causing yourself. What beliefs do you have about whatever it is that's creating that mental state? And try to change that. I am still changing and I'm still growing. And this is what balanced life looks like. And with that, I hope you all look at yourself. See yourself as that beautiful royal swan emerging from the ugly duckling. Atomy is that platform. If you look at all the leaders in Atomy, how beautiful they are. They're physically attractive and they are so loving. You want to hug all of them because emotionally they're full of love. And mentally, you can see they know how to handle all what we call stress that's in our life. Okay? Do not feel that you are the only one walking this journey. There's a lot of partners are willing to support you. And there's a lot of people out there willing to give you that inspiration. And if you're not inspired, always attend the Success Academy. Always attend the one-day seminar that, head office puts so much energy into bringing this to you so it keeps you inspired. Many people don't know Atomy, and it's very easy to be negative and doubt because they're not successful. Maybe they've tried other venues and it didn't bring them success. So again, they have this belief system and it is keeping them from succeeding. And we just need to share what is so powerful about Atomy. And of course, we have to show. We must be the example of success and to show others that it is possible. And the best gift you can give to your partners is your own success. So continue to drive, continue to share, continue to learn, and continue every single day. Visualize yourself as the person you want to become. So I wish you all become royal swans of Atomy. Thank you very much for listening to my lecture, and all the best, and hope to see you soon live one day. Thank you.